Konnichiwa. My name is David. I'm the Global Head of Loyalty Partnerships and General Manager of North Asia at HeyMax. HeyMax is a Singapore-based platform that helps users earn miles on their everyday spending. And already we're partnered with Japan Railway East as well as TakeMe to help Japanese companies bring visitors into Japan and to help them earn miles. So are you ready for your next free travel? ありがとう。
All right, you may begin your 7-minute pitch right now.
Konnichiwa. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is David. I'm the Global Head of Loyalty Partnerships and the General Manager of North Asia for HeyMax. So HeyMax is a Singapore-based loyalty platform that helps customers earn miles on their everyday spending. And our vision as a company is to help consumers maximize and automate their engagement with businesses in the AI-native era. So as we take the first principle thinking of why consumers want to engage with business in the first place, consumers like you and I, we want maximum rewards with very little effort, while businesses want maximum revenue also with least amount of spending. But with the advancement of internet over the last 10, 20, 30 years, there's now a barrier that sits between consumers and businesses. Usually you see that through social media, search engine optimization channels, etc. And this layer has taken some of the funding from merchants and put that into that layer so that consumers don't have direct access to information, right? Then that's where advertising kind of sits in. And when we think about how AI can transform this relationship, we see the accessibility to information being transformational to break down this barrier to help consumers engage with businesses more directly. But to do that, we believe there needs to be a new AI protocol for this AI era. And we think HeyMax is the layer of incentive that can make that relationship much more dynamic. So HeyMax has grown to over 150,000 users across Asia by rewarding miles on daily spending. So we work with over 800 retail brands across the region where they offer commissions for every transaction that we bring to them. And we convert those commissions into miles we call Max Miles that we reward back to the customer. And so as a customer makes repeat purchases through our platform with all of these brands, they're earning a single unified reward currency called Max Miles. And Max Miles has turned into quite a powerful loyalty currency. It's delivered high-intent users who spend a lot and engage a lot. We've driven over $200 million in GMV and issued more than 300 million Max Miles. This is a currency that works. This currency gets people to spend and keep coming back. And the reason they love this is because we have built the most comprehensive travel reward currency in Asia, bar none. You can transfer Max Miles one-to-one into 30-plus airline hotel loyalty programs like Cathay Pacific, Qatar Airways, IHG, Accor Hotels. We just launched with Shangri-La. And we charge no fees, and our miles don't expire. You can also redeem Max Miles for any flights you booked. So you can literally buy a ticket and get your money reimbursed using Max Miles. You can also redeem Max Miles for vouchers with some of our retail brand partners as well. But what's really exciting now is that Max Miles is now starting to get adopted by more and more businesses as well, who's recognized the value that Max Miles delivers in this open loyalty ecosystem. They're joining this game, right? And so companies are adopting our Max Miles as a loyalty solution for them to engage and attract higher quality customers. So Chocolate Finance is a fintech player in Singapore that issued a Visa debit card, and that card offers Max Miles as a default reward currency. So now as a HeyMax user, you can actually earn Max Miles offline with this Visa debit card. And we've driven over $20 million in transaction volume just in the first 2 months alone. And we've carried that forward into Hong Kong, where we just launched a few months ago with Octopus, the biggest payment company in Hong Kong, who adopted Max Miles to drive people to spend more. And this is the first time in Octopus's decorated history to ever offer a travel reward. Think about that. But beyond fintech payments, we recognize that we are a very travel-centric company, and so we're starting to work a lot with travel stakeholders as well. So at this very moment, we actually have a campaign with the Hong Kong Tourism Board to use Max Miles to incentivize people to travel and visit Hong Kong. And this is very interesting for Japan, actually, because we see a huge potential for us to work with prefectures to attract people with Max Miles to visit these other places, right, whilst everyone's kind of going to Tokyo, Osaka, and Kyoto. So I think this is very exciting. But really coming back to our whole core principle of helping users maximize rewards with very little effort, We're here actually to help you maximize your spending. So we've partnered with Visa so that when you link your Visa credit card with HeyMax, we can help you track your spending, and using a whole host of different AI technologies now and in the future, help you optimize your reward earning and to make sure you're making the most out of your daily spending and earning the max miles or your credit card points the best way possible. And this partnership has allowed us to work in some very creative ways with businesses. And in Japan, it's allowed us to partner with Japan Railway East and Take Me. So right now, when you link up your Visa card with us, you're able to earn max miles when you're spending across JRE and Take Me's retail ecosystem. That means when you're topping up your Suica, you're buying your snacks at New Days, staying at JR Hotel, or booking a restaurant on Take Me, you are earning max miles. And for JRE and Take Me, this is a fantastic way for them to engage, acquire travelers who are coming to Japan to visit. They're attracting them not just in terms of spending, but also bringing that awareness to them that, for example, JRE is not just a train company, right? And most importantly, what our value is to these Japanese businesses is getting them more access to data. We can help them understand the visitors who are coming to Japan and engaging with their businesses. And so this is really exciting, and this is what we're really keen to explore with Japanese partners. And thinking about kind of the business side of things, what kind of market we're operating, there's a lot of numbers here, but the one I want to sort of point you to is the $240 billion in ad spend in Asia Pacific alone. That's the investment that's being put into that middle layer between consumers and businesses. And so as that wall gets dissipated away with AI, that's the amount of investment that we can repurpose to give it back to the customers, right? To use Max Miles to incentivize users to spend more and engage with businesses. So we think this is very exciting. And because we operate a miles program, we also benefit from cash flow positive since launch. We have a negative working capital cycle because people kind of take their time to accrue miles and then to redeem. And with our user obsession, community-driven focus, we've been able to achieve 6 million plus in annual recurring revenue as of first half of last year. And we're very proud to announce that we just closed our Series A that will allow us to expand into more markets across Asia. And of course, Japan is a very, very meaningful market for us. どうもありがとうございました。
Thank you very much. That was Mr. David B. Wong, Global Head of Loyalty Partnerships and GM of North Asia of HeyMax from Singapore, rewarding miles on daily spend.